Hey guys, welcome to Chris's Beer Reviews. Today is Tuesday, November the 19th, and I've actually been on a little bit of a break. Took about a 3, maybe 4 week hiatus, but anyway, I'm just going to let you guys know that I'm back and I'm ready to do some new reviews for you guys. And anyway, today's review is going to be a winter seasonal that I have yet to try. This is new to me. Actually new to this style, but it is coming out of the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company out of Chico, California, which happens to be my favorite brewery. And it is their winter seasonal celebration fresh hop ale. Like I said, I'm new to that style. I've never tried a fresh hop ale, so I did a little bit of research, and apparently what they do is they take the first batch of hops of the season, and instead of dry hopping like like your typical pales, they do what they call a wet hop. I've never really had very many brews that use a wet hopping process. I've had a few, but I've never actually tried a fresh hop ale. So this is going to be new to me. This is their 2013 Celebration Fresh Hop Ale. And anyway, let's see. It says, checked it out, did a little bit of research. It comes in at a 6.80% alcohol by volume, with 65 on the bitterness scale. Let's see, it uses Cascade, Centennial, and Chinook style hops. The malts, they use caramel, crystal malt, and two-row pale malt, which I'm not very familiar with the two-row pale. I'm sure I've tried a beer with that specific malt, excuse me, but like I said, I'm not very familiar with it. But anyway, like I said, it comes in at 6.80% on the alcohol scale and 65 IBUs. So it's a semi-strong beer, decent on the hops or on the bitterness scale. But anyway, like I said, it comes out of Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, and let's see, I checked Beer Advocate. Let's see what Beer Advocate had to say about it. Okay, let me let this load. For some reason it's loading slow. Okay, Beer Advocate gave it a score of 93, which is an outstanding score. And the fans gave it a 96, which is also very outstanding. It says on here that I think it's like a 95 and above is a world-class score. So very high-rated beer, guys. It is an American-style India Pale Ale, but it's a fresh hop IPA. So it's only served in the winter time, being a seasonal. Let's see. Does it say? I don't know if it has food pairings. No food pairings on this one, guys. But I did check it on another website, and they said it is to be served. It's preferred in a tulip style glass, but don't have any tulip glasses handy, which reminds me I definitely need to invest in some tulip glasses. But I'm going to be serving it out of a pint style glass. And like I said before, enough talking and bullshit. Let's crack this thing open and let's see what it looks like. Alright, pour it up. Okay. Poured it a little fast, so it's got a huge head. Seeing lots of carbonation bubbles coming up from the bottom. It is a kind of a deep, dark, golden to copper kind of tint to it. Kind of a about 2, maybe 3 shades darker than your typical white head. It's kind of an off-white caramel color, very carbonated, very creamy looking head. Like I said, kind of a dark copper, almost semi-crimson. Very, very gorgeous looking beer, guys. So far, decent head retention. Like I said, I poured it a little bit fast. Kind of out of practice. It's been a little bit since I've done a review, so bear with me, guys. But like I said, very large head, very carbonated, lots of tiny bubbles, decent head retention. Pretty translucent. It's not a very hazy. It's got a slight haziness to it, but nothing substantial. So anyway, let's put a nose on it. Okay. That's what I like to smell. Very, very, very delicious, very beautiful smelling beer, guys. I'm getting citrus and floral notes right up front. A little bit of caramel sweetness, I guess, in the malts coming through, but mostly pine, citrus, and floral notes right up front. Getting a lot of hints of grapefruit, maybe lemon zest, a slight orange peel. Definitely getting some pine characteristics, but lots of citrus, lots of floral characteristics, pine notes. Very typical smelling India Pale Ale, guys. This one being, to me, it smells like it's a lot stronger of an IPA than what I've been drinking as of late. This is what I look for as far as the smell characteristics, guys. This is amazing. I mean, everything that I look for in a beer is right up front on the nose. Like I said, pine, citrus, floral notes. A little bit of caramel sweetness coming through. Very earthy smelling beer, guys. I'm smelling hops right up front. You can definitely smell the Cascade and the Centennial hops. The Chinook, I read up on the Chinook style hops. Chinook is used for more of a spicy characteristic, whereas the Cascade and Centennial hops are used for your more earthy taste and aromas. Your pine and citrus, that's from the Centennial and Cascade. Those two hops are used more for bitterness. Okay, this head is diminished down. I'm gonna pour just a little bit more into this glass. But yeah, beautiful looking beer, guys. Very creamy. Amazing head retention. Amazing head retention. This thing is maintained. Like I said, I poured it a little fast up front, so I had to wait a little bit to let it diminish down. But it's holding a good 2.5 to 3 finger head. Great retention. Great retention. So anyway, enough of that. Let's take a sip and let's see what it tastes like, guys. Oh yeah, amazing. I'm getting a hot bitterness right up front. It's very unique. It's a lot different than your Torpedo or your typical Sierra Nevada Pale. This thing is, it's claiming a 65 on the bitterness scale. I'm going to go ahead and say this thing is a good 75, 80. It's not higher. I wouldn't say it's up there with Stone Ruination. It's not 100+ bitterness units, but I would say a safe bet anywhere between 75 to 85 IBUs. This thing is topped up. It's bitter. It's different. Getting a very a toasted malt flavor on the back end, but that hot bitterness is right up front, and it remains all the way through. Like I said, a little bit of toasted malt coming through, but the hot bite, it's still there. It does not go away. This thing is very, very strong, very bitter. I wouldn't say it's strong, as in to where it's not very drinkable. This beer is very drinkable so far, but it definitely has a very hopped up characteristic about it. Beautiful lacing, kind of a spotty but thick lacing on the side of the glass. It's very dry on the palate as far as the mouthfeel. I would say it has a medium dry, a medium high dryness on the palate. Very high bitterness. I'm getting a lot of pine like resins, a lot of hop oils right on the roof of my mouth. This thing is very hopped up, very oily, very dry, very delicious IPA, guys. Definitely can taste the freshness of the hops. It's a very hoppy beer, but it's very crisp, very refreshing. You can tell that they use the finest and the freshest hops on this one, guys. It's great. Let me take another drink. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of pine right up front. As soon as this beer touches my tongue, it's very earthy. The pine just shines through, guys. It's not. I wouldn't say this thing is as floral on the taste as it is on the nose. This thing is very earthy. A lot of pine, a lot of citrus. A very good wintertime style ale, guys. I could see myself drinking this one all season long. Amazing. I would go ahead and say that this would be a great all year round served beer. I could drink this thing in the summer. It's delicious. I mean, this to me is Sierra Nevada's best beer. I would go ahead and say this thing is better than Torpedo, and that is my go-to beer. This beer is delicious, guys. Delicious. If you see this in the stores, you better jump on it because it won't be on the shelves long. It'll be gone before you know it. It's the Sierra Nevada Celebration Fresh Hop Ale. So if you see it, jump on it. It is very tasty. It is probably the best. I would say rating-wise for Sierra Nevada, excuse me, I would say this being number 1, Torpedo being number 2, and the Ruthless Rye IPA being number 3 as far as Sierra Nevada. Although they're pale ale, you can't forget their regular pale. It's delicious, but I would say the Celebration Winter Seasonal Fresh Hopped Ale is Sierra Nevada's best beer that I've tried so far. So anyway, gonna take one last chug, guys. We're still at the beginning of the week. Tomorrow being the middle of the week, hump day. But like I've said many times before, if you guys are like me being a hophead and all, I like to drink a few beers, here and there during the week. So if you decide to drink beer during the week, drink safe, always drink responsible, and cheers, guys. Have a great rest of your week.